What's going on, YouTube? Today, I have an exclusive interview with none other than Quan, who won the Madison in-person regional this month. He did it with Bonney. We'll be talking about everything from his background to the tournament run to his future plans. So without further ado, here is Into the Mind of Quan. All right.
Yep.
Let's go, man. So, dude, it's great to finally meet you. I know we've talked a little bit on Discord, but I really appreciate you taking time out of your day, your busy day here, to hop on stream and to talk to me, man.
Yeah, well, it's thanks for the invite, and I appreciate you letting me on your stream, and yeah, just gonna talk about my deck profile.
All right, let's go. And so, first, I mean, I think it's one of those things where people also kind of want to know just more about you because I was just talking about this a little bit before we hopped on call, and you're somebody that might be flying under the radar a little bit more compared to some of these other players out there. You don't really do content, or I guess care to put out content like that, right? So this is a rare opportunity for people to, if they don't go to these events, or even people from outside of the States, they get to meet a top player from the North America here. So
yeah, well, I think my last event with Top Cut, I went undefeated with Bonney as well, but then I lost first round because I played against a boa, the one random boa in Swiss for some reason. But and then I did recently get third with Nami. This was eight before 8.5. And then my other top is I won one with Kinemon, I think with Top Cut as well. No, it was PPG. And then I have a Doflamingo green purple 9th place, and then I have a Queen top 8. So those are kind of my tops. So a little bit random all over the place. I have a bunch of top 32s, but I don't count those. So
yeah, so we got a little bit, I guess, of a like Romps had told us a little bit of your background and whatnot. And so what is, like, do you just really like to run some of these, I guess, more rogue decks or slept on decks? Like what,
how I see it is my luck is terrible with like I can't play Lucci because for some reason I don't see Gecko. So I mean I just can't. So my luck is terrible with those decks. Well, this deck is like you can search all your pieces, which is really nice. So yeah, I felt very comfortable with the control deck, and just like playing it safe until I can safely win the game, I guess.
Okay, all right, that's fair, man. Yeah, Lucci, a love-hate relationship for me with the deck for sure. Do you want to, and before we go further, do you want to talk about the two links? I just dropped them in the chat and I pinned them.
Oh yeah.
In the comment section.
That is my team VCG. Wrong one. In Fritley. Shout out my team. They sponsored me to go to these events, so I have to shout them out. But they're a very great store, very nice people. Yep. So they're in Minnesota, Fritley. It's where I get most of my practice, and most of the people that top usually go there. So very competitive place. But yeah, shout out Team VCG, and shout out. I'll do my friend shout out later.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. And so maybe a little bit, let's start with what kind of got you into One Piece or TCGs in general. Do you like watch One Piece, or?
I watch One Piece. I'm caught up. I don't really read it. I just don't have time for it. But I'm caught up with the anime. But before that, I used to play Digimon. Got a little bit, couple tops in that one. And then before that, I played Hearthstone. I was actually kind of semi-pro a little bit.
Thank you, Devs.
In Hearthstone. I did do some events, and then I also was sponsored by my uni. So I got a full ride scholarship for that, which was pretty nice. So I paid like almost nothing. And then, yeah, that's my background for TCGs. Oh, and I also, funny or not, I actually competed against Impact on the ladder a lot in Hearthstone. So he was kind of my mini rival. So, me and him go back.
Damn, so you guys go way back then.
Yep. we're still friends on Hearthstone, I think. Or
Wow.
should be.
What a small world, man.
Yep. What a small world.
And so yeah, then you wanna tell us, let the people know what you ended up winning the Madison, Wisconsin regional with, and kind of talking about your deck here.
Yeah. I won with Drury Bonney. I thought it was the most consistent control deck. I feel like this deck really only loses to Lucci and I guess the mirror if you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, that was the thought process going into it. So I'm just gonna start with my 1 cost. So I play at 1 beige. The side at 1 instead of 2 because it's a brick. It's also you can play it off of 8 cost kit. But I really liked it at 1. It's pretty good into Dofi. Against Dofi, you really want to play out your early guys so that you can't get pudding. And then you can go higher with your leader into their 4 cost bodies.
And even as a 1-of, you can, because you're talking about consistency, right? And so as at a 1-of, you're still able to pretty consistently see it, especially early on in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's searchable. If you top deck it, it's not a bad card. Like, this card's never really dead. You know, you just play out. So, yeah, costing 1 Dom for a blocker is never, like, a dead card, really.
Nice.
But, yeah, I used to have 2 Shanks here. But I decided that I didn't want a second Shanks because I wasn't really that afraid of the mirror. And I just accept my loss to Lucci. So I'd rather have another card for Dofi. So instead of the second Shanks, I play just 1 beige instead.
Gotcha. Okay.
I play 4 baby 5s and 4 Bonney searchers. You have to play 4 of each. They're like the heart and soul of the deck. No matter when you draw this card, it's always playable. So this card's never dead. And if they don't answer it, you just get free resources. So very standard. I'm not on Urouge. I don't think that card's that good. So because this format against Dofi it gets bounced, against Anel it gets popped, against Black Y it gets popped, against Lucci it gets popped. So it's never sticking. So I decided to cut beige or Urouge. I used to be on Urouge.
That's really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty awkward to play. After 4 Dons, it's pretty awkward to play as well. So that's the other reason. I play 4 Rosie. You have to play 4 Rosie. Searchable off baby 5. You can play off kit, and if you play off kit and your kit stays for more than like 2 turns, you kind of just win the game. So very strong card. Also, if they rest this card, it doesn't do anything. So if they misplay somehow. And then two kit killers. I just want more targets for 8 cost kit. I decided to play 2 cost killers over 3 cost Bartos because 2 cost killer is you can play it earlier. So like if you're playing against Dofi and they have a rested character, you can play this on 4 for like 2 and then go 7 into the rested character. While if I play Barto, I would have to go like 6 or 5 and keep a Don up. So that was the theory behind this. The draw actually came up 1 time, so it was good.
Nice. In which matchup was it?
I think it was a Nell when it was like really slow, or it might have been Dofi when I was just down on cards. For some reason, I just had this out earlier, so then like late game, I just had enough Dons to put 1 underneath it. But honestly, you're probably not going to use the draw realistically.
Okay.
And then I played 4
Chris,
Scratch Man
thanks for the follow.
This slot can be 1 cost Apu. I just have the alt arts, so I like the I like the way they look. So wanted to play that. And maybe I'll play a Nami too. Who knows? Because this card's better than Nami, but the 1 cost rarely comes up. So I was like, okay, I'll just play these 4.
Nice.
But yeah, so 4 Scratch Man Apu.
And are you a big believer in like max rarity deck, or the alt art buff, so to speak?
I mean, I just like how cards look, and I'm just like I'm max rarity until like max rarity, like I'm not gonna get the cereals and stuff. I mean, like
Yep.
there's going to be a zero Cavendish. I'm not, or a prize card Cavendish. I'm not going to go for that. I'm just like set my max already. I just, if it's an altar, it works for me.
Yep. Yep.
So the rest of my 2Ks was 3 Violas, 2 Baby Fives. Same concept here. You can play 4 Violas, 1 Baby Five, or 3 Baby Fives, 2 Violas. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I just whatever I had. So that's the 2Ks, and then I guess I'm just gonna go to my events. These are like semi 2Ks. I like 2Ks at like 12, you could say. So I have 9 2Ks and like 3 semi 2Ks. I'm on 16 bricks, so I think if you're going like 14 bricks, you can have 2 of these. But if like you go like 16, I like it at 3. So like you have 1 for every 5. But they're searchable off Baby 5. They just make it so that your opponent is always scared to go for game. So also, if you're on multiple kids, you do need like at least 3 of these, so that like if they ever go for kit, you can comfortably counter out. So essentially like 12 2Ks. But yeah, those are all the 2Ks.
Would you say that Kid is like the MVP of your deck? Because a lot of the cards that you've been bringing up so far kind of revolve around that card.
Yeah, I agree that Kid's the MVP, but I think the thing that's hard about this deck is when to play it, because if you play it too early, you're not taking your life, so you don't have those resources to use to protect your kit. And if you're playing it too late, you might not have any cards left in hand. So I think the most important thing with this deck is how you time it with Dofi, because once you play kit, you might have to keep a Don on that the whole time that you can't even play Dofi. So ideally, you want to play like 10 cost Dofi first, and then like all your big guys, and then start playing kit. So
Gotcha.
yeah. So then for my 5 drops, I'm on no Rouge, so I'm just on 5 drops. I play 4 carrots, 4 Cavendishes. The carrots I didn't play them before, but they're a good addition. They are good in every matchup. They're good in the mirror, black, yellow, Anel, every matchup but Lucci, because Lucci you're kind of just losing. But yeah, this card definitely overperformed. Even though it's not searchable, it's pretty good just to drop them, and then they're kind of scared and have to remove it. So it's kind of a pseudo blocker. But yeah, so 4 carrots, 4 Cavendish. If you drop this on 5, they don't answer it. You kind of just win. But yeah, so those were my 5 drops.
Yeah, no Bonney, right?
No Bonney. I used to be on Bonney. At Nats, I went X2. I bubbled out though. I got 40th.
Oh.
Yeah, I got 40th, but I actually played 3 Luccis, and I played 3 Luccis going first, and I lost to one of them. Just because the guy saw like the absolute nuts. He saw like 3 geckos and had Rebecca me like 3 times. I was like, whatever. But the key in during Nats to beat Lucci was to just like play Bonnies on 5, because then they can't play Brook, and then even on 7, if you play Bonney, they can't play Gecko. So that was like the key for me to being that matchup. But yeah, no, Bonney was good, but this format, you kind of just, with Jack and everything, you kind of just accept that you kind of just lose to Lucci. There is a way to beat it, which I will go over in a little bit, but it's
okay.
We'll get there.
Okay.
It's not as big as you think, but from all the games I've won against Lucci, I'll tell you in a little bit. But so same concept. I feel like we just lose to Lucci. Besides Lucci, this card is pretty bad, so that's why I'm playing Hawkins at 3. Realistically, against Lucci, you only want to see 1 anyways, because after like 8, 9 Dawn, you kind of just want to spam like 10 cost Dofis or like a 8 cost Kid or something. So this card felt good at 3. In every matchup but Lucci, this card's bad, so I wouldn't play more than 3. I was contemplating cutting it to 2, but I kind of just feel like I need it a little bit too much that I can't cut it to 2. But yeah. So
yeah, that's super interesting that you say that about Hawkins, when I guess traditionally on paper, a lot of people believe it's just such a crazy card. But I've been seeing more people, more players at a higher level talking about how it's not that great of a card. And even this past weekend, I was in San Diego and I got to talk to Key, who got second place at Nats, and he ran Bonney there, but he ran no Hawkins.
Oh wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't. That's crazy. I don't know if I would do that, but
Yeah.
at Nats I was on 4 Hawkins. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't know about no Hawkins. That's a little crazy. You kind of like you accept that you're like unfavored into Lucci, but you don't like completely just pick up your cards. You know, you kind of want to still play it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, yep, 3 Hawkins. That's all my 6 drops. 4 Hody. Stuck to 4 because I don't think there's a single matchup that this card's unplayable against. So you kind of need to see it to finish games, control the board. The only awkward thing with this card is you have to kind of just counter out early. If you have multiple of these cards in your hand, you have to counter out early, or else you're just like going to die. Because you're going to just take your life anyways. So there's really no point. If you have 1, you can be a little bit more greedy. But if you have 2 and you're planning on playing 2, you definitely should be countering out early. It's the only thing I have to say about that card. And then my 8 drops, I was on 3 8-cost kit. Used to be on 2, but I bumped it up to 3 because of Dofi. This is essentially your win condition against Dofi. Because even if they get you to 0, you can't get Diable Jambe. I don't even know what the other card's called, but
Yeah, the perfume.
yeah, that card. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was like your win condition against Dofi. So you need to play 3. It's pretty good in every matchup. Yeah, I don't think there's a single matchup it's bad in. So great card.
Yeah, no Corazon, right? For another 8 drop.
No, that card's horrible. After 8 dawns, the card's the card's dead. After like you have to have a target off Corazon. Like if you don't have a 5 cost off of it, the card's just sitting in your hand. So I wanted to make it so that every card in my hand's like playable. So and also if I was playing against a Lucci and I play Corazon and they kill Corazon, but I still have like a Cavendish or like a Carrot, I wouldn't feel better. I'd rather like they kill like my 2-cost Rosie and I have a kid out, you know. So
fair. So you're not sold on that whole Corazon into that 5-cost Luffy tech.
No, because you also have to have a 6-cost Hawkins that lives. Because Luffy says you have to have 3 characters. So if you play that with only Luffy out, it's kind of dead. But yeah, so yeah, that was the process. And plus, I feel like if you're unfavored into Lucci, why tech for it, right? So I played 1 Shanks. 1 Shanks is it felt good. I saw it when I needed it. You're never resolving more than 1, which is the reasoning behind the 1. And I feel like I have enough late game where I don't need more than 1. So yeah, I just realistically didn't have enough room for this card, but it was a good card, really good card, better than Zoro, because at least it's playable into Lucci. Zoro's just dead. And then I play 4 10-cost Dofi. This card's really good. It's pretty bad by itself, but if you can at least get like 2 or 3, you kind of just win the game. So my theory against Lucci is I just spam this to beat Lucci. I don't care about 6-cost Hawkins. I've won without playing 6-cost Hawkins. So what this means is I'm using baby 5 searchers against Lucci's to search out 10-cost Dofis over using Bonnie's to search out 6-cost Hawkins. Because my 6-cost Hawkins is going to get cleared, but they can't clear this. They can't like they have no answer to this. Well, they can clear it when it comes out, but like they have no answer to like 3 in a row or like potentially 4 in a row. But yeah, that's the only way the new Bonney, I guess, could beat Lucci. But yeah, that's a deck profile.
Nice. I appreciate that. And so do you want to kind of go over your matchups that you encountered in Wisconsin?
Yeah, I played one black starter deck Luffy. Pretty close game. If you go second, it's pretty easy. Because they can't like Sanji pop your 5 costs and stuff. So I got to go second there. I played against a Dofi round 2. The Dofi player was okay, kind of new to the deck, so I didn't really feel that uncomfortable. Won that easily. I play against a purple Luffy. Purple Luffy really has no chance against Bonney because if you have a 5 cost Cavendish, you kind of just win the game. They 5 cost Cavendish, 10 cost Dofi, or 7 cost, like your whole deck just counters them. So it's really hard for purple Luffy to recover. And
So like
then
the first 3 rounds were kind of smooth sailing for the tournament.
yeah. Yeah, essentially, yeah. I think my first round was a little harder, but I found Shanks. I could pop his Jack, and then I got Temple back. So that was great. And then I played a round 4 Lucci. The only reason I beat the Lucci was because the Lucci player soboed and discarded a 2K. And when I swung 9K and they had 3 cards in hand, they took it. And then I swung 10 with Dofi and then 11K with Shanks, and he didn't have the counters.
Wow.
So if that Lucci kept the 2K, I would have lost. So I got really lucky there. Yeah, they got a little greedy. But I didn't see any of my 10. I saw one 10 cost Dofi, but which helped. But
yeah,
like I said, you want to see like multiples. Also, when you're playing against Lucci, if you want to see multiples, you also have to, or if you see like 2 or 3 in hand, you want to keep your life total high. Because the only response they have to stopping your 10 cost chain is if you have like no life. Because if you 10 cost chain and they have a standing Lucci, you just lose, right? They go 16. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But yeah, and then I played a round 5 Bonney. The round 5 Bonney was on Krieg tech. Which wasn't that good, so I managed to beat that because the Krieg popped like a baby 5, and then but you lose a card out of hand, and then I just killed it with like a Shanks next turn or something, and he lost.
Yeah, that's another card that I saw some people running in San Diego, and you're not sold on that card either, huh?
No. I actually tried it on the rank sim. I play the rank sim a lot. When they leaked the list, the list they leaked was my list on Krieg because I got, I think, ranked second with it. But the thing is, up there, I just faced a bunch of like BYs and Dofis. So at that time, Krieg was good. But then I was like, it's kind of overkill. You don't really need it. So then instead of the 2 Kriegs, so this exact list as the online one, instead of the 2 Kriegs, I played 1 Shank, 1 Beige. Which was a lot better.
Gotcha. I see you with that little bait and switch there right before the regional, huh? You fed people with the false info.
Yeah, 40 chess. No one knew. But okay, so round 6, I played Dofi. I think I played on stream, and he 10 cost Kaido me, and then, but I don't even know how, but I managed to get like 2 Dofis out, 2 kids, and 1 7-drop or 6 cost Hawkins. So I won that. Round 7, I played against Anel. Against Anel is like really easy. Against Anel, all you need is 6 cost Hawkins, and you spam 10 cost Dofis, and you kind of just win that matchup. So Anel's kind of pretty easy for Bonney. Round 8, I played BY Luffy. Against BY Luffy, I saw 3 Dofis, 1 Shanks, and like 1 carrot, 1 Hody. So I won with like 3 life.
Jesus.
So, yeah. I mean, like what's important is like against matchups, you have to know what to search for. Like you can't just be randomly grabbing stuff. Like yeah, that's like the key thing. If you know what to search for certain matchups, it definitely helps you do good against matchups. And then round 9, Dofi played against Impact on stream and barely got that, even though I was getting high rolled and he was beating me all match. But luckily, when he swung last swing, it wasn't a kid. I had kid in my hand for a while. I just didn't have a blocker, which I was trying to search for a blocker for a while, but I didn't have it. But I had a blocker at then, and I just took the last life. And if he putting me when I had 5 cards, I would have lost. But in my head, I was like, this is really hard to play pudding, because if I don't have 8 cost kit and you putting me and you give me 8 cost kit, you kind of just lose. So it's really hard call for him. I wouldn't even need a blocker off 8 cost kit since I had Hawkins on the field, but yeah. So luckily he didn't putting me, so I didn't have to like risk redrawing an 8 cost kit. But so I managed to win that. And then yeah, I think I got pudding like 8 times that day, which was crazy, but managed to power through.
Holy man.
Yeah, that's the deck profile, and those were my matches.
Dude, that's awesome. That's amazing to hear. Congratulations once again on winning that event, and it being over a year from when you had last won a regional. But the last one was online, right? So this is your first in-person win.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, I've gotten 9th in person. That was the furthest I went, so I'm an online warrior, I guess.
And so how does that feel though, winning it in person versus online? You know, you get to be surrounded by people that maybe you get to prepare with, play with, or just. Yeah.
I think it felt good. But I just think I got real lucky that there wasn't a top cut, because last in person I went 10-0 in Swiss and then immediately lost to a Boa. Like Boa like hard counters this card. They have Gravity Blade, they have 6 costs. Red Rock, they have Boa. They're on 6 cost Boa back then. I'm just like, yeah, I can't win this. But yeah, so I got really lucky. But I feel like if I did go to top cut, if I didn't see that many Luccis, I probably would do pretty good as well. So yeah, really happy about that. But yeah,
that's awesome, man. Yeah, there was some people saying you're the king of Swiss, but when it comes to top cut, it's a different story. I didn't fully know what they meant by that, but
yeah, I'm the king of Swiss, man. I'm the Swiss master, I guess.
And so what did you? So that's some of the prizing that you have there. Did you open up your cereal?
I didn't. I was actually going to save it for your stream because you know, why not? So.
Oh no way! You're gonna open it? Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Here. All right.
Oh shit. Did you see what cereal Cody got?
Yeah, he got 666.
Yep, 666.
All right.
Let's see if we can hit like 420 or something like that.
All right, what number are you guessing?
Yeah, let's go 420.
420?
420. I don't even know if it's been pulled yet, but hey.
Yeah, me either. All right, here we go. Oh, this number sucks.
Which one? What?
688.
688. Okay.
Unlucky.
I'm curious if all the cereals there were like close in number to each other. Because Cody got 666.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Huh. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. We had some people in chat guessing. They were like 660, 321, 47. A low number would have been nice.
Yeah, like I don't even think like single to like double digits hasn't been pulled, has it? Like 9 or 10 or like below 10.
Yeah, I at least not that we know. Maybe it was sold like sealed into private collections or something like that potentially, but yeah, unless if it's like Asia where they reserve it for, you know, particular events. But dude, that's super cool, man. Thank you for doing that. I didn't even know he was gonna do that, chat. I had no clue, man. That's sick. And so I guess because we have people who are watching that are of all different skill levels, and at least a lot of them not ever having reached the status of like a regional champion or even a top. And topping can mean a lot of different things for people. Top 32, top 64, top 8. But how to, you know, in your opinion, how can someone get to that level? You know, what do you do to prepare?
For me, I really just play on the sim.
My man, dude, let's go Sim Warrior.
I've gotten rank 1 a couple times on the sim, so that was that's my go-to, because there's a lot of good players on there. Like I see Impact, I see Jackson Hong, I see Flyest Raven. I like you'll play like good players. So, you know, if they ever say no to you when you ask them, you just, hey, hop on the sim, you'll see them. So yeah, but yeah, for me it's sim. And I think also like when you're playing, just be careful. Like just like think ahead of your moves. Like think what you need to counter. Think what cards is good in what matchup. And then I also think half of the game is deck building. If you built your deck around certain matchups but loses to other, it might be rough. But like I said during my deck building, I just said I accepted my loss to Lucci, so I kind of just build it around that, thinking that in my head. Be like, I'd rather be prepared for like Dofies and BYs and other mirrors and other decks. So definitely those are probably those key factors to help you get better at the game.
Okay, yeah, because we got some people in chat that are like, how can I be like Quan? They wanna get up to that level. So there you guys go. Little bit more insight into his mind and his process there leading up to events. But so now that you got that in-person regional win, what's next? What's next on your goal list?
I think I'm kind of done with this. I'm trying to practice for Nats. I don't know why I'm playing for Nats, so probably either Shanks or Whitebeard though, or Blackbeard.
Ooh.
Not Whitebeard.
Yeah. Whitebeard would have been that'd be
No,
crazy big.
that deck stinks, bro. That deck's dead. Deck's horrible.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Shanks or Blackbeard. Those are two good choices.
Yeah.
Those are
I'm still in
definitely good
like every
choices.
treasure cup, so I still have to play it, but I'm still going to try to just play it just for fun. Maybe play some meme decks, but yeah.
Okay, bring back the Nami, maybe?
No, that deck's unplayable with Dofi. Your game putting I sat right next to Kevin Zhao and he didn't get a single trigger in his life, and then he also was one card short from winning, and he got putting like 3 times. And I was just like, if that guy can't win with it, I can't win with it.
Jeez. Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
And then so we have a lot of Bonney fans. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with Noel, my friend, but because of his propaganda that he's been spreading to my chat, we have a lot of Bonney stands out there, and they're curious as why not Bonney in 09 for you if it's a deck that has treated you so well in this set.
Oh, cause this deck's fucking boring, bro. Like, this deck stinks, bro. Like, it's watching yourself win, but you're like slow. You're winning in 20 turns. I want to play something new. I want to actually win in like 10 turns, man.
Okay, fair.
I'm really bored with this deck, truly, because I played it since Law format. When Red Purple Law was around, I went undefeated in Swiss on that Red Purple Law because I was teching really hard for Law that format. But yeah, I played since Law format, played into Nats, played it a little bit in 8, and then here I am in 8.5 playing it. So yeah, so that's the main reason I'm switching off of it. I don't think it's a bad deck, but I need something new. That's it.
Okay, that's good. I mean, so you think Bonney is still going to be viable in 09 though?
It's hard to say. I haven't played the format yet. So.
Okay, fair.
I play like 3 or 4 games, so I don't know.
Yeah. We have someone from chat that says that, and Blackbeard isn't boring.
I haven't played that deck, so it's not boring yet until I played it.
Yeah, it's something new and exciting.
Something new, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, hey man, I really appreciate the time that you gave me here today. I know that you're busy with about to be going out. And I think that you were wanting to do a little shout out here for
So one last shout out my store against Viral Card Games in Frittley, and then shout out Team VCG, so my team members, shout out Noah, Dan, Muchi, Tusa, and Isaiah. So those are my teammates that help me practice when they're not busy, they help me practice. Other than that, I just practice on the sim. So, but yeah, shout out those guys, and that's all. Thanks for having me on here, though. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, thank you, and hopefully, you can keep on winning. Good luck at Nats. Maybe I'll be able to see you there, and maybe when you win Nats, we'll be able to have another talk then, huh?
Yeah. You going with Romps? That's who I talk to and hang out with.
Yeah, yeah,
Rom?
yeah, yeah. I should
And
probably be with him. So
okay, yeah. Well, I'll say hi then.
yeah, if he doesn't kill me or anything like that in the,
Okay.
before, you never know with that
Yeah,
guy. But
yeah. Shout out Roms, bro. That guy's cool as fuck. I like that
yeah,
guy.
for real. We opened up a case of PRB yesterday, and I think we're about to be opening up a case here in just a little bit.
Ace, bro. Good luck on your polls. Hope you pull the God pack.
Yeah, it's for Rom, so hopefully he can pull it. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but take it easy, and I hope
Yep.
we get to talk to you again sometime soon, man.
All right. Take it easy. Thanks again.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. All right, that is the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, and commenting down below. It would really mean a lot. You guys can catch the shenanigans live on twitch.tv/Mr_Voodoo almost daily. And as always, good luck on your guys' pools. Let me know what you got in the comments down below, and stay winning.